She also booked, yeah, I think it was probably around another 25 to 30 clients she booked for that. And then we ended up pausing it because we filled up her calendar again.
Alright guys, so in this video, we're going to break down how these two brothers got their first SMMA client, 30 new customers in the first 3 days of running her ads. I gave them my exact ad script, ad targeting, and ad strategy, and they got her 30 new clients in the first 3 days of running her ads, and it worked so well, she was forced to pause her ads within those 3 days. Now, let's be honest, most agencies don't get results like this, especially if it's their first client. And it's why a lot of clients now hate agencies. So in this video, we're gonna break down exactly how they did it.
So with our first client, we followed the, I guess you could say, template that you provided for me in order to get more clients for Denise, who is my cousin that runs a wellness center. And what we saw was a large amount of leads in a short period of time. The first campaign we ran it for about 5 days. We had close to 100 leads just through a Facebook lead form. And out of those 100 leads, she was able to book at least 30 new clients. And then out of those bookings, only saw a few no-shows, which was expected.
Yeah.
But very successful in that this was the first time we have ran any kind of Facebook ads for someone other than ourselves. And yeah, our client was very happy in the results.
I'll be too. You said 30 clients out of how many leads?
I think it was about 92 leads to be exact.
And what was the cost per lead?
Cost per lead, if I can remember correctly, it was about 84 cents.
84 cents. And you said it was a wellness spa, right?
A wellness spa, yeah.
How did you guys achieve those results? Like, what was the first step to doing this?
First step to doing it was we ran click testing to Facebook feed focus groups.
What's a click test? What is that?
So click testing is finding the right copy to use for your ad creatives. So basically what we did, we went through Facebook ad library and then also used some of our own copywriting skills in coming up with short context to put out to Facebook, and used about around 10 of those. And you're running those to a cold audience, and you're looking for which copy is going to get the most attention from cold traffic. And so out of that, you find which copy works the best, and then you use that copy onto your actual video ads that you're going to run for your client. And so we found that offering a very small discount got an extraordinary amount of attention in the click testing. So we ran with a small discount for our clients' ads, and we believe that's what generated the amount of leads. So what you're looking for here in the ad library, you want to look for ads that have been running for the longest period of time, because what that is an indicator that if the ad is still on and still running, it's an indicator that it's working. So obviously whatever copy they would have in here works for them. So for example, the ads you're seeing right now that have launched in January or February or March, which is the month right now, you may not want to look at those.
It's last year, actually, isn't it?
Or that's last year, sorry. Yeah, so these ones would be a perfect example. They've been running since they're active. If they say inactive, then don't pay any attention to them. But if it's active, it's been running since January of last year, then obviously they're working. That's why they're still on. So you would use this copy that they have and then test it for yourself and see if it does work.
Now, I recall, we went through the hook, body, and call to action of your ad. Let us know, how easy or hard was it to record the first ad for the client?
It was really easy. Using the anything but advertising filming strategy. Just using it with your cell phone. And basically what you taught me is that what that does is it lowers the guard of the viewer, because people are used to seeing commercialized videos with high quality and animations. And when they get passed to a video that looks personal and looks like any kind of video you would take with a cell phone, it lowers their guard and it doesn't bring them into a phase of like on being marketed to. And so that's what we did. And so it was a very simple process. We had our client just film the video herself with one of her one of her colleagues,
Mhm.
and recorded it, sent it over to me. I did some very basic editing, and then added our local area, saying, hello, Winnipeg, because that's the area we're in, to kind of get that more of attention of the viewer.
Yeah.
And yeah, used the hook. The body was basic, just explaining what the massage uh, therapy service they were providing. And then the call
Mhm.
to action was, if you're looking to get this offer, click the link below. And we had a lot of people click the link below.
I mean, for what cost per lead of 84 cents, is that it was? I think that's pretty,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
pretty good ad. What
Exactly.
was
Yeah.
like you're targeting in that ad?
Targeting was, so from the click testing, we were also able to see what our demographic was.
Mhm.
And so what we found was it was all women. There was absolutely no men that clicked on the ad, and they were in the age from, I think it was about uh, mostly people clicked on the click testing. They were around 30 to 55 years old,
Mhm.
because they offered that the service we were running was for a service that's trying to get rid of wrinkles in the face. So obviously it's directed to aged people. And yeah, so we just target it to people in that age range and of that gender, and then in our local area, obviously. And that was it. Not an easy thing to learn, the Facebook platform. So having, a coach like yourself was very helpful. Having kind of you at my leeway, having any questions that you can answer
Mhm.
was very helpful. And yeah, yeah, don't know if we would have been as successful if I was to just kind of wing it without a coach like you. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you. So on that, Carter, actually, I want to bring this up because I think it's something like most people get hung up on, which is funnels, right? Which funnel do I use? Like what should be like GoHighLevel, click funnels, like which I use here.
Right.
So something I actually want to address here because what's funny is what was your funnel?
So we just ran a Facebook feed or a Facebook lead form, which is the in-app lead form that Facebook provides.
Yeah.
You don't have to do any kind of setup with pixels or coding or anything like that. It's already there for you.
Yeah.
And so that is what we used, and it worked quite well. Obviously, in the future, if you want to see, I would say, better results, it's better to build, a landing page with a funnel and things like
Yeah.
that. But for a beginner like myself that doesn't know how to do these things, using a Facebook lead form for my client worked quite well.
So I see video ad, lead form, name, email, right phone number. What's next?
So after the lead form was filled out, I had set up an account for her through Zapier, and Zapier is basically an automation software. And
Yeah.
so once the lead form was filled out, the information automatically got sent to her cell phone, and it
Yeah.
also got exported into a Google Sheet. And so what the Google Sheet did is just allowed me to track how many people we were getting. And then the Zapier instantly gives the customer information to my client where they can then contact them as soon as possible. Because when you're running lead ads, one of the most important things is to have your client or yourself contact the lead as soon as possible, because that's where the interest is at the highest peak. And it also looks good. If a client fills out a lead form and then they get a call within the next 5 minutes,
Mhm.
it looks good on the business.
So how many? So wait. So your client, they got the alert via what? Text or email from Zapier?
It was a text, a text.
Text.
Yeah.
And how many texts was the client getting like every single minute or hour from you guys?
It was a lot. It was very unexpected. We didn't think that we would see that many.
Yeah.
So yeah, her phone started getting blown up, and then I had the text sent to my phone as well, just in case. And so I was texting her saying, are you seeing these texts? You start calling these leads, and then she was like, oh my God, like I can't keep up with this. And yeah, so it was a good turnout, and yeah, she spent the next 2 days calling and booking clients. Yeah, seeing instant results from us was definitely very good to see. If we had ran these same things and got the same results, but it was over, maybe like a 2 week period, would
Yeah.
have been as good. Whereas this, we ran the first one for 5
3 days.
days.
5 days.
Yeah, or yeah, 3 days, something like that. Yeah, and then we ended up having to pause the ads because she's not a big wellness center. It's a small business, so she
Yeah.
completely booked up her calendar, and there was nowhere else to put the leads, so we paused the ads. Yeah, and so from Denise, because she got such good results, she was
Yeah.
able to refer us to a few people. And then we were able to hop on a sales call with a landscaping business
Yeah.
and who we are now working with and in the process of running his campaign. And so hopefully we'll, or not hopefully, we
You
will get
will.
the same results because we're going to use the same things that we used with Denise. And then from him, we'll get more results from him, get a few testimonials built up, and then start scaling how many clients we can handle.
That's it. This is a concept that I always preach, and most people don't even know it exists. I call it the rule of first. So Scott. There we go. Rule of first. There we go. Which means that the first part of anything, is the most important part of the whole thing. So for you guys, that's the video ad, right? That's the first thing there. Into a lead form. I left lead form into, you said it was a Zapper.
Mhm.
Google Sheet. So where most go wrong, Google Sheet, is they think, okay, the funnel, right, the high level automation, the workflow, all this stuff is what's gonna, get them
Right.
results. So they think,
Mhm.
it's the back end stuff here. The
Right.
issue is, again, the rule of first dictates that this thing here, or the ad that they see, is the most important thing of the whole process.
Mhm.
Is the ad. Now, again, what makes the ad work? The offer, which again you ran a test, right, to find the winning offer.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you find a winning offer, create a good ad, and you can have a very janky lead form Zapier funnel that
Mhm.
doesn't exist, and still get again
Exactly.
3 clients in like what 3 days.
Mhm. Yeah.
Good ad, good offer. That's all you
Exactly.
need.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. If we were to be running, if we didn't have the knowledge that we had from you, and we just ran a basic picture ad uh, with copy that we didn't test, but we had some fancy funnel with a nice lead form and some other automations that you can put in, it probably wouldn't have worked. So
That's it.
yeah.
Carter, I always say that if again your ad is kind of like shitty or sucks, they'll never see the funnel. Like, oh,
Exactly. Yeah.
this is that shit. Block,
Exactly.
skip, report, leave me alone. First says, oh,
Mhm.
this ad's good. I will click right and opt in and move forward because again, I was sold from the ad and the offer
Yeah.
of the ad. So make great ads.
Exactly. Yeah.
Simple as that.
Right.
I'll stop sharing there. The Carter, what are some of your like now? So right, so now that you've right, done this, and I believe you had the ads relaunched too, like last month? So same ad, just like
Yeah.
relaunched.
Yeah, we did basically the same ad, but just with a different offer. So instead of it was a different kind of service, and we got pretty much the same results.
Meaning like what results wise?
We got, I think it was about around 85 leads,
Oh
and then yeah, and then she also booked. Yeah, I think it was probably around another 25 to 30 clients she booked for that.
my god,
Hmm. Yeah, and then we ended up pausing it because we filled up her calendar again.
that's a good again a good a powerful marketing statement. Hey, this
Mhm.
works so well. The ads will be forced to be paused because again it works so well. But just say.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Use that in my next click testing.
Well, in your next PSL, your Loom, there you go.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. For
Yep.
myself.
Sales
Yeah.
call. Yeah.
Yeah.